Part 2 of the main story quest. Let's see what we got. Columbina's trapped in Gravity Land. Dottore got the Traveler, ascended to Godhood, and has trapped them, and is discussing the philosophical elements of achieving Godhood and why humanity shouldn't follow the gods, and the fruitlessness of his journey, how he can help. And now we got the rest of our members trying to evacuate everybody, as Nod-Krai is suffering from ginormous Zenless Zone Zero hollows destroying the land. This ought to be great. Oh, goody. Damn, I'll hate them, son.
Ah, Sir Flins. Perfect timing. I just arrived myself.
Deep voice.
You are most considerate, Master Illuga. But in fact, I know you have been sitting here for quite some time.
If you saw me, why didn't you say something?
Why wouldn't?
I was curious to see how long you could sit still for.
Lovely.
Also, shouldn't you have managed to sense me approaching?
That would be a first. You always seem to appear out of thin air without making a peep. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to address me as master? I don't qualify.
I beg to differ. Why should a young man so well versed in social graces as yourself not be worthy of that title?
Because an actual earnable rank.
Please, Lord Flins. Sir Flins. I'm begging you. Don't flatter me into complacency like you do with everyone else.
Flattery into complacency.
You understand me better than most. My newest acquaintances tell me I love complimenting others. What do you think?
I think they don't understand why you do it. You just love puffing people up till they're a big, happy ball of hot air that floats away into the sky.
In all sincerity, I can only hope that they bring good tidings when they come back down to Earth.
Is the situation that bad?
We just held a strategy meeting. Let me fill you in.
Whoa, what is he about to do to him? Anyways, let's fill him in. Next, meanwhile, on the other side of Nod-Krai, or are we just gonna cut
Sure.
Okay.
We need everyone gone from Pyramida. We also need a team of Lightkeepers to scour the more remote regions of Nod-Krai for civilians to evacuate.
I only hope we have enough personnel.
We do. Old Man Nikita will definitely help, and we can recall anyone out on patrol to focus on this instead.
Good. I'm sure you and the others will make short work of this. Now, don't forget, once you've completed this task, make sure you and the rest of the team evacuate to either Snezhnaya or Natlan as well.
Flins?
What's up?
If you've got something to say, Master Illuga, why not guess what I'm thinking right now?
What is this game
You
he's
mentioned
playing?
that you
We're all
have
about to die. Yes, next
something
guy.
else to deal with later. How difficult is it going to be?
I doubt it will be easy.
I know you're a Lightkeeper, and it's your duty to protect others in times of crisis. But I have a feeling that you'll be walking into grave danger. However bad things have gotten in the past, Nod-Krai has never faced a mass evacuation before. But from the sounds of it, you don't intend to come with us. I don't mean to pry, and it's probably none of my business. But whatever it is you're intending, you don't have to go through with it, you know.
I've been afflicted with some sort of curse, and I'm told it may well trigger if I set foot outside of Nod-Krai.
A nice boy.
As such, I cannot
Showing
leave.
concern.
I have to act, if for no other reason than to fight this curse.
I either die to the curse
What?
or die trying.
No, why? Why would anyone want to curse you?
Because they're an evil god.
There are plenty of people out there willing to trample over others in pursuit of their own goals.
I'll stay with
Frankly,
you,
Sir
Chief.
Flins, I am furious. You're making light of what is an incredibly serious situation.
Yeah, well, what happens?
Indeed, I am.
And?
And what? I told you, I'm furious about this.
Yeah, well, you're not the one suffering, dickhead, so.
Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. Things happen, and we just have to deal with them.
Flynn's a real one like that, bro.
If you find yourself feeling angry, perhaps start by drinking a big glass of water.
We deal with it as it comes.
You mean you're completely unmoved by my anger? I'm devastated.
You'll get over it.
Then allow me to express my sincerest regret. Come by the lighthouse sometime. We'll catch ourselves a few fish. Have a little barbecue. Play some cards and bask in the sun.
Maybe I need to spell this out. Lean in a little, Flins.
Your ass
my.
can't die.
This doesn't bode well.
Word is that you were caught up in a real horror show recently. People were amazed that you returned
we
safe
fought
and sound.
a Conrian Center.
They've been debating whether you're even human.
I've returned safe and sound from plenty of crises. When you say people, do you mean other people? Or do you just mean you?
There's a lot of people.
Fine. I'll be frank. You're not human, are you?
Heavens. Now that's a horrifying thought.
What does it matter if he's not
You
human?
know
anyway?
what? Forget it. We'll revisit this once it's all over.
He just does not give a shit.
A
I just said
sound
why.
plan. Albeit a little ominous sounding.
Just promise me you'll come back in one piece. All right?
For you, Master Illuga. How could I refuse?
Oh man,
Also,
gay niggas gonna be
please
shipping these
pass my
people like a
regards on to our
motherfucker.
colleagues.
Holy hell.
Tell them, thank you all for your assistance. Please put safety first as you proceed with the operation.
That was some Al Haytham fucking Kaveh level of homoerotic dialogue.
I have
Meanwhile,
to keep searching
in
for
gravity
a path
hell-
toward reality.
You're in reality. This is reality. You just happen to be in like in a subspace. Oh, how lovely. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. What do we have now? Where the hell are we gonna be next? Damn! Fucking mouse control.
This should do it. The last 2 times I tried to influence reality in this space, it consumed a lot of Kuvaki.
Try not to die this time.
I'll try and be more careful this time. I need to leave key clues behind using less power.
Yeah?
I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
I didn't realize the portal was behind me. The last 2 times also were shit that's already happened. Isn't this what Nefer
Nothing
noticed?
here either.
Because Nefer notices,
Flins?
is this right now, or is this a different time?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What are you doing here? Unless...
I just spoke with ESOTERIC about arrangements for the search and came for a walk nearby. As for you, why would... Huh. It appears we think along similar lines. And neither of us likes to accept things at face value.
As well as figuring out how to gather intel on the Traveler, I wanted to confirm some of my own suspicions. Also, we'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Dottore, even if we're only looking to rescue the Traveler. We can't leave anything to chance. You don't think Columbina perished either, do you?
The music.
I'm
course
merely
not.
considering the possibility that she survived, just as you are. How much can we really know about a deity like her anyway?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send messages to us?
Of course. I think that's why we're both here.
Where have you checked so far?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moonlight shines. I checked most of Nasha Town, but didn't find anything.
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets, and a few rooms where I thought I might find some leads. But no luck here either. The only places I haven't looked yet are the rooms in the flagship.
Ain't no
The
way she put
process of elimination isn't
moonlight
the
in
only
there.
thing that brought me here.
Oh, really? What's your other reason?
She has never been in here, has she?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
That's what that's gonna be? Everyone said that was Nicole. Because it was, oh, the vase breaking.
Huh?
I mean, that's what I was talking
Am
about.
I imagining things?
That's all I just said, that she heard it. But no way. That's what it's gonna be? Also, how did Varka know we had a mystery ally?
Come on, let's see what's going on.
Or who told us about the mystery ally? I can't remember.
Oh no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. It must have been caused by a Kuvaki fluctuation when I entered the space. Although, it seems like I'm not about to be pulled away this time. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my actions, it doesn't count as influencing reality. Anyway, is this the flagship? The Traveler mentioned that's where he was staying. I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually been here before.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's never been
How
inside.
does this space work? If nothing else, I can now be sure that it is not simply memory. He mentioned where his room was. I think it's this one.
Now is Flins and Nefer gonna come out?
The door is closed. But if this is anything like when I disappeared, then maybe...
She gonna open the door while those two are walking up? Or she's gonna walk straight through it?
I'm in.
Okay, ethereal being. You don't have to walk open doors.
He and Paimon aren't here at the moment. I hope he's okay. I wonder what happened to him after that battle with Dottore. Best not to dwell on that for now. I need to try and leave them some clues. Please,
what?
Traveler. I really hope you find this.
Cat. No! Get out of here, cat. You didn't break that.
Huh. Just a cat.
Nothing else here strikes me as noteworthy.
Ain't no way we got
Didn't
trolled
you
by a
stay
cat.
here for a couple of nights once?
Before Rarir showed himself, yes. It's also where the Traveler and I first met.
Did you notice anything unusual during your stay?
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship is at night compared to the graveyard. Other than that, no.
Check the rooms.
The Traveler and Paimon were most congenial neighbors.
They're not gonna check the
This
rooms.
is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
I wouldn't usually condone breaking and entering.
Really? You seem
But
like
we
the type
can
of
make it up
person
to them later.
who always does breaking and entering.
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki, just like I said on Moon Prayer Night.
What's she gonna write?
Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written.
What's she gonna write? But right ball
Here
cock.
goes. I'll need to carefully control my strength.
What? Hold to maintain power in the target area as you write. Okay. What is she writing, bro? Bitch, write like fucking simple words. What are you writing? Why are you doing like calligraphy? Bitch ass, you could have done anything simpler. What does that even say? Ba, vu. I don't even know what the hell she just wrote. Why did we let the blind bitch write a message? Oh my god, no one can read that.
There's a noise outside the door. Is he back?
That nigga's dead, Columbina.
Please, you have to see these words.
Yeah, that ain't the Traveler. Alright, bunch of bullshit. Let's see if they see this damn message.
Well, do you sense anything?
Unfortunately, no.
And this place was our last chance.
Not necessarily. We've only looked in Nasha Town so far. Miss Columbina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still worth checking where Miss Lauma lives and where I live.
Let's try and make some time to look into those then. Wait.
Wait, what?
What are you waiting for?
Oh, Paimon might have overeaten slightly.
Nice time skip transition back.
What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a little more than usual.
Oh, that's the timeline Columbina's in.
Traveler in Paimon. It's really you. But why are they talking about a victory feast?
That was before we even met her, right?
You worried Paimon sick while you were out there
Oh,
fighting
no, this is right
Warrior.
after. What am I talking about?
So this is your chance to make it up to her, alright?
I was gonna say victory feast. I know we ate a lot before we met.
So this is the night after the battle against Warrior. How did I end up here? That's quite a long time ago now.
That's true. How did we...
Wait. Time. That's it. Every time I've entered reality within this space, it's been at an earlier point in time.
That's true. She's going further and further
Every
back.
one of those points has been before I fell into the moon's reflection.
Like, no shit.
And everything I've done to affect reality really did happen in the past. Does this mean that within the moon's reflection, time flows backwards?
Liminal time?
Starting from the moment I fell in?
Not long till Moon Prayer Night now. It's gonna be even livelier than tonight. Although,
Should time go all the way back to when
it's
you're
gonna
your
be
strongest?
sad saying goodbye to the damselette. She seems like a really nice person.
Paimon. No, I can't. Even if I make contact, they probably won't understand what's going on. And in any case, I'll likely get pulled away again if I do.
Interesting.
Instead, I have to find a way to get them to notice what I've written using the moonlight.
Throw a glass bottle against the
Wait,
fucking...
even I hadn't thought of doing that before Moon Prayer Night. They'd never conceive of that possibility.
What is she gonna do?
Is there truly no other way?
Don't lose heart. We'll find a way somehow.
Okay, bro.
Oh, you say that, but the Frost Moon is beyond the fall sky.
So rip open the sky.
If we wanted to go visit her, how would we make it through to the other side?
We might not have all the answers now, but I'm sure we'll find a way one day.
Or never.
Guess someone's gotta be the optimist.
The present. The future. That's right. There are still things I can do.
Yeah, you're clearly in the past.
What's your plan?
Flins, when you were staying next door, did you ever open the window?
No. The rooms here are dark and damp. And there's such a buildup of dust on the windows that the moonlight can't even get in. I didn't think it was worth the trouble.
The moonlight.
Ah, I think I see where you're going.
Flins, clean the window.
One moment. I'll see if the owner is available.
Don't bother.
We'll just do it ourselves.
Time is of the essence.
Just gotta throw the damn bed sheets up there.
Time.
Oh, she's gonna shatter the window. Never
At
mind.
this moment, maybe someone will remember what I said after Moon
I was like,
Prayer
yeah, she got
Night.
throw some liquid inside the
need to
cup of
write
the
down
window.
as
No,
much
she's just gonna
information as I
shatter the
can.
fucking thing.
And maybe one day.
Huh? What's up with you? You can't even hold your cup steady. Are you getting tired?
He's drunk.
A little.
Well, you should probably hit the hay then. You've had a really tough couple of days for you.
You truly have. You helped defeat Warrior, helped me reclaim my name, and you helped the others organize Moon Prayer Night. Wherever you are right now, I'm sure you're still fighting against the injustices of fate. This is all I can leave for them. How I wish I could stay here, but it's time for me to go.
You voluntarily
I
pulled
hope to
back?
see you again in the next time, and if the opportunity presents itself.
I will surely return to your side.
Huh.
Columbina.
How did she write that without
She's
ever being
alive.
able to see?
Not only that, but she's left us an entire wall's worth of clues.
Okay, bullshit.
She
We did
even
not
wrote
write
down
all
what
that.
would happen on Moon Prayer Night. It's just a shame we found it too late.
I am here. Time in this place flows backwards. I am constantly moving forward.
It sounds like she's found a way to influence the past using Kuvaki.
That's what we said.
But her future is our past.
So, these words have been here ever since we defeated the Ray hero Solnari. We just never discovered them.
That's true. Crazy how that works.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Do you ever mull over questions like that?
Only when I'm in a good mood and at leisure.
So with the use of this dickhead. So the use of Kuvaki in the Abyss can be used in the past to influence the future, and in the future to put information in the past. But only Kuvaki and fucking abyssal powers. I'm glad they're putting caveats, because Wanderer fucking used his shit. Tried to use Ermin's soul and he couldn't even influence this shit. And Nicole told us that ain't how it worked, nigga. So, fucking out.
Well, I never do.
They're great.
Everything that has happened already belongs to the realm of fact. As a business person, and especially an intel broker, what I do is extrapolate from those facts to try and read the future.
Well, how about trying to read from
An
the past?
admirable philosophy.
It's a means of survival. Let's go. We have a wall's worth of clues to share with the others.
It's true. Using the facts of current events and past events to analyze the future, or you can do what we do now, is this current state of everything to analyze the past. That would be archaeology compared to fucking what she does.
It appears that the doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Kuvaki, but not like the Kuvaki we're used to.
Cool.
Nod-Krai's Kuvaki devices will only have a limited effect on it. I can see why you've chosen to place your hopes in alchemy instead. Also, I must say these books are rather profound.
My subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narzissenkreuz Ordo.
Yeah.
Some are incident reports from Petrichor, and then there's a few test reports for these junk machines. Additionally, after some further scanning, I've discovered something extremely annoying.
We can't create a descender.
What's that?
Tevat's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my first scan, I detected 3, just as the legends say. But when I checked again just now, I detected 4 moons.
What, Dottore is his own moon?
So there's one extra?
Yeah. Originally, I thought that if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean Columbina's still alive. But then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Tevat's moons are just husks.
That's true. 2 moons are dead. So what's the 4th moon then?
And husks surely shouldn't show up in the scan, since they're not alive. It's weird, isn't it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, how are we supposed to know whether a moon goddess is still alive? Or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons themselves?
Yeah, it actually, that would make sense because he's able to wield the full power of the moon, even though
It's
it's gone.
certainly possible. In which case, the 4th moon you detected may be Dottore's artificial creation.
Which means someone else should have
So
detected.
he wasn't bluffing. He really built his own moon marrow.
Okay, so.
Ugh, I'm so mad right now.
It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have too much on your plate. Maybe you need to relax. Perhaps try going for a walk. Or simply take a few deep breaths.
These artificial beings.
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this. I need more time, and I need progress.
Who's talking to us?
It's Mr. Flins.
How do we know who's talking to
I
us?
really hate that ringing tone. Ugh. First the 4 orthants of the Narzissenkreuz, then moon marrows. Now what?
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's troubling you?
Doesn't matter. Focus on
What do you
Zenless.
want? We're busy.
Are you still at the Curatorium of Secrets?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry. Plus, I'm busy, so I would appreciate if you gave me some space.
Even though we have crucial intel to share?
Fine, I'm listening.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo communication device?
Ordinarily, I would, but this is a unique situation. I think it's best that we discuss it.
Like I say, someone could be intercepting these damn communicators.
All right then. So, what's the situation?
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions
know
and
that, dickhead.
evacuations. But we've decided to fill you in on the most crucial information first.
Sandrone, you were right. Columbina is most likely still alive.
How the fuck did you... Was she watercolor
That's the
herself?
best news we've received in a while.
You
By a
fucking
long
blend
way.
the screen. She's currently trapped in a time vortex gravity zone.
Random locations. Appearing in reverse order? Are you serious? So not dying isn't enough for the moon goddess, huh? She has to show off too.
Yeah, using...
Anyway, does
Breaking the
this mean
timeline
we
by
can
leaving
deduce her condition
Kuzaki
from the moon
messages.
marrows?
Miss Sandrone, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. We're facing a huge crisis.
We still know how to beat Dottore, even
If
getting
she
her
can't
back.
control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect, and she'll never find a way out.
That's true, it is linear.
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? The moment this planet came into being? No, that's not right. Her final destination would be the moment at which the space she is in was created.
Now, when is
But
that?
it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world.
So she has
how
until
can we help her?
whatever that space is.
Also, if she's alive, Rerir and Thelindis might be too. But as far as we know, neither of them have come back out. That space may not have an exit at all.
But he's been inside that space before. We keep saying like he hasn't con. He opened
I'm
the
afraid
gate
I must
in
concur with
Conria
Miss
and
Nefer
went
in
in to
this.
find Thelindis. And he got out.
Can't exactly argue with that.
It ripped him apart and he
Let's leave it
reformed.
there for now. I've taken notes on everything you said.
So we know there's an exit
With help
somewhere.
with your research.
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dottore's energy fields. But who knows when it might come in handy. Better to have it all written down than try to remember everything when I need it. All right, I need to get back to my research. Mr. Albedo has made a lot of suggestions that will require my undivided
Shout out to
attention.
Albedo and Sandrone,
I'll
scientists.
stay here. I have things to work on.
Great. So we know that's one aspect cleared up. Miss Columbina's still alive.
Paimon, are you there? Oh, right. She went with Varka to Natlan, didn't she? Good thing we've moved her and the Traveler's luggage in here.
Nice, bro. We're staying in the crematorium. No, secretorium.
Speaking of the Traveler, where could they be?
That's our next goal.
There's a note from Paimon.
What does Paimon want now?
Paimon here. Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the travelers, go ahead and help yourself. Paimon won't be mad.
Oh, nice. What exactly do we have?
Also, traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest. Paimon misses you a lot, but put your health first, all right?
How sweet.
I know we got a device to
Well.
find us in here.
Since you offered, Paimon, don't mind if I do.
There's gotta be something in here.
This is the Traveler and Paimon's luggage. All the items they use day to day are here. It's well organized. I wonder which of them is responsible for that. What do we have here?
Who's that photo from?
The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between people who are close to one another.
Okay, what
You
was
can
this
really sense how the
psychoanalysis?
photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. Is it because Paimon recently looked at it?
A big ass photo. Holy shit. That fucking, yeah, that book is that big, bro. We've been doing this shit for 5 years.
This must belong to the Traveler. Perfect. I'll use this. Hang in there. We'll find you.
Oh, is her box broken? If her box isn't broken, she might be able to actually use the memory technique. She does still have Thoth's power. Oh, we get to play as Polonia.
Polonia. Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books.
Nice, bro. Polonia gameplay. People will be like, this is... Ancient log, Charter. Carter Shrimpus. We were assigned to the same lab. I was never at first, and everyone knew a child prodigy such as that. Have we read these like a long time ago? Like when I did the fucking... I guess we'll read them anyway. Oh, how long are these? Oh my god. Who gives a shall read up? We were assigned the same lab. I was nervous at first, as everyone said that you were a child prodigy. Since a disaster, such people are more precious than ever. I thought that the Institute star recommended by higher-ups might be full of himself, but he's much better than I expected. He's not the most sociable sort. No obvious symptoms. I made a huge mistake. I knocked over an ancient geometry machine, and it took a lot of effort to bring back from the desert and ruins. The machine came to life and made a huge mess of things. Though he's a lot longer than me, he's really smart. I can't believe how he's managed to tame the machine. Maybe taming isn't the right word. Maybe the other engineers will look down on me for using it, but it really does seem like I know modern clockwork machines well enough, so I can see the huge technological gulf between the two. Even disregarding its structure, we'll make little meaningful progress if we do not reverse or resolve the power issue. I still have to be careful. I never see Elaine angry, and I don't want to find out what it'll look like when he gets angry. Few minor symptoms. Took the day off. I can hardly believe it. Elaine came to visit me, and even brought his sister, her lovely little lady, and her friend of strangers. A fine day indeed. We discussed the idea of thinking machines based on gems and shape stickers. I used the word discuss, but actually I just said, like, oh, that's really amazing. How will you do that? Whenever he paused, he didn't make any real contributions. Oh, whenever he paused, I didn't make any real contributions. He was really into it, though. He behaved very differently from what he usually does in the lab. His little sister is probably way smarter than I, her research assistant. It seems that they're interested in the upside. What the fuck am I saying? It seems that there are interesting upsides to having a disease flare up, but I prefer to return to the Institute as soon as I help I can. The additional machines got here. The previous ones are no longer usable since they were completely dismantled, but it did clear up a lot of things, at least according to him. Something about it being driven by the elements and ley lines. Elements in the ley lines, as in an interaction we cannot recreate with our current level of industrial precision and material science. I helped to compile the reports, but there's so much I don't understand. Apparently, lots of people are secretly unhappy that Elaine is getting more research resources than they are, but if you ask me, everyone's smarter than me. We should all just get along. We'll make the world a better place that way. His sister said that some of her friends will be joining the Institute. I'm looking forward to meeting them. No obvious symptoms. Isn't this the Carter, the one that gets turned into the glob of like whatever the fuck? Or is Carter Caterpillar? No, he's not Caterpillar. Join the lab as new partners, but now their conversations are doubly confusing. Oh, I understand every word on its own just fine, but once they string them all together, I can't make heads or tails of it. Chicken is really the only one to ever get even close on being the same level as me. I feel ashamed just writing an adult looking for reassurance from a child as young as he is. I feel like I've lost all the self-respect that a grown-up should have. Based on their research, the prime energy machinery seems like they decided to adopt this name. Elaine and Renee are thinking about trying to use the characteristics of the Uiza and Numa to construct a new kinetic core. You might have this. I may have contributed. Well, maybe. I went on a picnic with Elaine and his sister Renee and Jacob. It was technically supposed to be a field research, but the idea came from Elaine's sister. We thought they lived a little too outside their... We thought they all lived all a little too little outside their research, so we asked the institute director to arrange something. Petrichor, I can't remember how to say it, Petrichor. That's not exactly the most exciting place, but the scenery is quite lovely. And you get to see the great waterfall. I bought a camera for the Institute to take photos for them. I do hope we'll have more outings like this one, especially since that means more opportunities to take photos of the sister after all. Elaine is always working, given how well... Ugh, I can't read, bro. Jesus Christ. Given how he will not be with his sister when she grows up, these photos will come handy later when he begins to regret not spending more time with her. Then he'll be able to see just how she was at different times. It won't quite sting. It won't sting quite so much. If only my family had enough money for a camera. If only things hadn't gone so wrong. I'm sure Mom would have taken a lot of photos of me. Renee and Jacob like Elaine's sister a lot too. When the four of them hang out, sometimes she acts like an older sister to them, despite being the youngest. Fascinating dynamic. Seems to be interested in the ruins and the stone statues here. Renee also mentioned something about the troop and seals, even though we went out there to have a bit of fun for once. They're still thinking about research. No, I just took the day off. Elaine's sister couldn't see me along with Jacob, Elaine, and Renee. Couldn't make it to the experiment at its critical stage. They didn't have to tell me any of that, of course. I was able to help, despite all my limited abilities already fulfilling. I heard that Elaine, the Institute director, came to see me separately when I was unconscious. I feel bad that they came all the way for nothing. I wasn't even awake. Still, taking time off, I hope to go back to help them again soon. I found that they were graduates from the how do you say it? Narzissenkreuz Institute. That's how you say it. Narzissenkreuz Institute. And that made me really happy. They talked about all the director and the vice director as well as their adventures. And it made me feel like a kid again. The only detail I couldn't make sense of was the cake the vice director made because it felt like punishment when we had it. After the disaster, I lost contact with pretty much all my friends. I'm so happy that they were able to find each other once again. I wonder how my friends are doing. They're probably trying to rebuild the Narzissenkreuz Institute. I've got to go back and check it sometime. Talked about the thinking machine again. Had an idea about making thinking cameras so that he could take photos of those precious moments when he's busy. He thought it was kind of pointless, but yeah, the security and surveillance applications. Oh, that's what he made the dog, right? Anyways, they did it. The light bulb came on. I was lucky to have him recovered in time to witness the historical moment. It's quite a pity. I hope Renee and Jacob will make this breakthrough of their own research topics. I hope they get better assistants than me. No obvious system. Took the day off. There were several visits while I was unconscious. It's a shame. All I could do was read the letters they left behind. Jacob left me a note inviting me to him and Renee's labs. There's something they want to talk to me about. I hope I get out of bed soon. Anne brought flowers to me, but they had already wilted by the time I woke up. Took the day off. I was able to get out of bed today. This is when I first met Elaine. For a time afterwards, I documented the experimental procedures and phenomena based on his oral descriptions while standing here for the first time. He was trying to start up machinery below in an ill-fitting lab coat. Renee and Jacob later entered through that door, and Elaine would temporarily forget to act like a young genius, rushing towards them like an energetic kid. Here I bore witness to the first successful controlled annihilation reaction. The brilliant lights cast a deep, dark shadow, and I believe history was made in that moment. Will someone like me get excited and knock over an ink bottle or play a role in an event that will go down in history? Behind the locked door to the other side of Renee and Jacob's lab, it seems that there was limited due to the dangerous nature of the research. They were destined to become towering figures in history. I guess Elaine moved to another lab based on his plan. Once the energy problem was solved, he would study kinematics. I'll go greet him later. I wonder how Anne is doing now. What manner of beauty will she grow up to be? I'll stop writing here. I don't have much time left. Hope everything goes well. And everything went completely wrong. Anumic Serun Dictation concerning the apocalypse. In light of the formal and rigorous proof outlined above, I believe that the correct term for the situation is Fortuna. Das ist Fortuna! What's it for? Yeah. It is an ancient Romerian technology, wisdom unparalleled. I never imagined that Romerian ideas would be so similar to the contraptions or computation graphs that I have named the world formula. Oh, this is strong evidence. Human civilization is bound to lose its potential amid ongoing exploration and evolution. Humanity's decline is, in truth, unfolding at this very moment. To put it bluntly, ladies and gentlemen, the apocalypse draws near. This is not the hallucinatory babble like some wandering monk from Sumeria. Rather, it is a logical deduction grounded in reason and natural philosophy. Please, take a look at this diagram. Beneath the most hidden of all hidden, the number of cycles, that is, the number of higher particles, can now be 4. No new world cycles can be generated through this construct. Like I said, the rule of 4. You see it all the time in the damn game. 4th the center. Wanderer's 4th life. Wanderer, he finally got freedom on his 4th life. It's the rule of 4 in this game. The 4th moon. The triumvirate symbol in the back has the 4th ring broken. The rule of 4 is a thing in this game. I talked about this in Fontaine, and we're gonna see it in this fucking game now. I'm the only nigga who's figured this shit out in the entire community. In other words, the end of the current samsara is the end of the infinite light. Sparks of civilization are all but being extinguished, unless we begin considering introducing variables beyond the existing system. After all, the world itself is an external manifestation of a dream, and therefore, and that variable to them is a descender. Keyword, world formula located. No, wait, I was reading the other one, no! I haven't read these in a long time. Oh, good God, but I guess it doesn't really matter. If you wanted to see me read these, go back to my Fontaine playthrough. I have all of them. The keyword is basically basically what we need, bro. We don't need any of the other ones. Although it does highlight what is going on here, what the research is about, and the world formula, and the idea of descenders, and the world formulation theory of how they figured out how the world's gonna end. And the nightmare they saw, which is the abyssal realm.
Let's see. This one is on Tonki's sermon dictation concerning the apocalypse. I believe that the correct term for this is Fortuna.
I know way she's gonna read it all.
This was an ancient Remorian technology.
Oh God, well, I just read it all for nothing.
Unparalleled. I never imagined that Remorian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have named, the world formula. This is strong evidence that human civilization should gradually shed possibilities as it continues to explore and evolve. The end of humankind may well be upon us right now. The sparks of civilization shall run out, unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. Variables. Surely that can only mean one thing. Descenders?
Yes.
Dottore likely captured the Traveler because of his descender status.
You can break the cycle.
But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Why would Dottore need anything beyond that? Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world. Introducing a variable would therefore give us...
What's the
Colonia.
shape?
Search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books.
Pathway formula. We're gonna see the circles on what he highlighted, how the Ordo and how Fontaine is built. Research notes on master who to get it. There it is. And someone highlighted on top of the seal of the Chimerical Mirage. According to him, the symbol is even older than Ramirez itself. It was one of the gifts bestowed on King Remus with the gold by the gold bee. What the fuck is that? That's Sumeru, right? That's King Deshret's civilization, because the Romarians came from the desert. The rise and fall of Emperor civilization, the ascension of mortals, and the emanation of light. Even dreams can surpass the gods. What? All of these can be represented as formula. I can't understand it all. He declined to elaborate, so I can only record these matters here as they were told to me. I hope that those who come after might decipher their meaning. Oh boy, I probably should read this then. About the Golden Troop. Comparative studies have been conducted while comparative studies have been conducted on the surviving ruins of the ancient orders from across the land. While they all had different names, the scripts and images left behind support the conclusion that they share the same origin. Ancient scholars believe that all arcane arts originated from pre-Romarian civilizations. A belief that now seems to be much more than mere speculation. Fortuna seems to be the name of a symphony. Romarian musicians call it the musica mundana, the music of origin. In their eyes, the rise and fall of civilization as well as the fates of the mortals are all orchestrated by the movements of the symphony, and when all civilizations perish, a new one is always born in its wake. Their philosophical system is complex and enigmatic, bearing almost no relation to modern Fontaine's natural philosophy. However, it is hardly surprising. According to historical records, after Ramiro was brought to ruins, the refugees fell under the Locknite Arianus' sway. They willingly forsook their ancient faiths, tongues, and writings, embraced a life of devotion to the gods, as our forebears once said. I hinted at the matter of the Golden Hunter in an oblique way, since the Marechaussee hunters were first pledged themselves to his cause, were all descendants of the Lock Knights, praising the benevolence of Arian seems like the safest approach, and inquired about his knowledge of the natural philosophy from the era. He was silent for about half a minute and told me not to probe too deeply into those ancient philosophies, saying there was a reason they had been forgotten. Still, a gesture of gratitude, the Golden Hunter was willing to tell me the names of these patterns, and I just already read that. A unique sermon indication the explicitness of the chemical mirage. That's a marriage. I don't know why the fuck I said mirage. Do I see the letters there? No. Chemical marriage. Fundamentally, what the ancient order designated as a marriage was its essence, interpretation. What the fuck am I reading? An interpenetration of ontologically distinct oriphones. As you can see, it is a magic set in motion by three particles of the above, the kingdom, yet its metaphysical origin lies in the emanations of the four particles beneath the firmament. The alchemists of Conria are prone to disregard metaphysical sentiment and affect the pursuing instead of the gold of the ignorant within the material world. It is for this reason that their crude inquiry cannot be compared to a great undertaking that we are to achieve a day. One that is founded upon ancient Romanian style theory, which is funny as fuck because we have Albedo, who uses Chimean art, helping Sandrone, who is from these motherfuckers' Fontanian research. Very funny that the marriage of these two researchers are probably going to be what allows them to transcend. Anyways, this is like Nod-Krai. They're like, we're gonna tie all the lore together. If you loved Fontaine's storyline as everyone said they did, we all knew Sandrone was gonna be a part of it. This is it. This is like what people say is the best world quest in the game. It's now being tied in to fucking saving the main story quest. Oh my god. Hopefully they do this for all story quests. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna do it for Deshret though. Oh my god. With the genie. We still need to get our fucking genie back. 3 pertains to the appearance, while 4 pertains to the intrinsic 7 obtained through their overlap, constitute the number of paths for vertical transcendence. We designate this process as overlap of marriage, and the union of the two through a mediating medium is akin to a matrimonial covenant of the bonds of mutual love. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing or reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. Nevertheless, there's one thing everyone must keep in mind. Solve the first half of the equation, leave the second unattacked. But you have all in the clear light and some, though not all, in the dark. This is not because they possess the sanctity that renders them untouchable, but it's because they offer no benefit whatsoever to the world formula. Only mediocre minds, foolish beyond a certain measure, would actively seek to trespass upon such prohibitions. Because in the eyes of the ignorant, taboo and precious are semantically identical. They fail to recognize that in most cases, taboo, like convention, lacks merit for deeper inquiry. Take heed. What we speak is is the act of overlaying your dream upon the dream of gods, overlaying your law, your will, and the starry sky upon ineffable sacrifices in the spirit. We do not speak of following emanations to achieve ascension to the rank of gods. This is a base dream doomed to perish within an eggshell. What I aim to teach you all is the principle of transcendence, an infinite expanse, the innumerable stars within it. You too must act in this manner, unbound by any constraint or constraint. To choose division for the sake of convergence is the necessary path of marriage. As for its core, magic is the science of the art affecting change according to the consciousness. Marriage is the instrument through which the art is realized. It is neither subject that creates art, nor the object that art is created upon. The subject is always and can only be consciousness itself. One who is free from the weakness of consciousness bows neither to the gods nor death. And this is exactly what he was describing. What Dottore is doing. To force essentially take the godhead and smash your dream into the dreamer's head so that you become the new transcendent god. But the problem is, forcing your way in isn't exactly how it's supposed to work. I think we're about to find out why Dottore can't achieve godhood even if he's trying to achieve godhood. The rules of the world are basically woven that only the god will be the god, and forcing your way into that position doesn't exactly work. No matter how what it is, the world will fight back. We saw it when Dottore said, "Stubborn world, don't try to control me," and we see it with the heavenly principles who usurped the throne, and even then, the world itself is consuming itself through the abyss in other ways. You can't usurp the position of natural order. It just doesn't work. I believe that is what the ultimate thing we're going to see here, which we can then apply further onto the heavenly principles. But that's a whole another theory and logic topic. Let's see if she comes to that conclusion, or they're gonna side skirt it, just have her read what I just already said.
Otonki Sermon Dictation. Explications on the Chemical Marriage. These titles are pretty esoteric.
Yes, it is. It is, actually.
Observe and
Hella.
compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram.
This is good. Lord, people are
Deconstructing
gonna be
and
shitting
reversing
themselves.
its effects could generate potential ideas.
Because we have a person who
So,
received
it's
ascension
one
to
of
God.
Renee's draft lectures. Deconstructing the pathway. I suppose that could lead to a breakthrough. This is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his knowledge. Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books.
Tree model. Oh, Ermin Soul time. Ermin Soul time. Like how she's at the bar. Alright, we gotta be careful with this. Which one we have here? His series decline. Oh, I mean, Ramiria's decline is not particularly relevant. The symphonic-based civilization that came from the desert, yada yada yada, turned the people to stone. Not exactly what we need to focus on when we talk about the alchemical guillotine in his later years. Biography, we don't really know about his life. Time Checker Collector's Edition. This is a long. What is this about? This story from years ago at the banquet, Miss Avia, who would be Lady Nemuna, was always theatrically running about all too swift martial science, our ancestry, Time Checker. This might actually give insights into a lot. Dr. Ryan tried out the cop out. Yeah, I think this is a fairy tale or a story that transcends the boundary of time. But we don't got time to read all this, bro. We'll just focus on what the game wants us to focus on, which is the great Detective Herlock, the Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint. And here's another tie-in, Great Detective. So the story ends like this. Herlock sat down and lit his pipe. The best of us, whether it was Agent Gia, Miss Jacoba, or the Commissioner, Miss Isha, looked at it freely. He was all remember the location of the 4 previous cases were equidistant, and that their symmetrical pattern between each time and space letter. Okay. Let's read the passage and see if we can surmise what we need to get the information from. Indeed, Herlock said calmly, it was unclear whether he meant that Miss Jacoba's deductions were correct, or that Agent Gia was indeed an accomplice. Most experimental devices proposed by the Liliacrucian, I don't even know how to say that. Liliacrucis Ordo are built around a simple basic tree model. Logical structures do not recognize their own masters, following only the commands that were initially given, so they end up killing said master, which is why I keep saying don't put too much trust in Clockwork Mecha. Unlike humans, machines have no heart. Well, she's gonna feel about that one. Ermin's silence usual. Miss Jacob glanced at me with a hint of puzzlement. What's wrong? What are you saying in silence? No, I just didn't expect the truth to be so simple. Of course, my understanding of the Clockwork Mecha cannot compare to that of Duke St. Germanus, but I have done a bit of research to suggest that these mechanisms were merely activated by Mr. Marsilio's mishandling seemed a bit too contrived to imply that there was another mastermind behind it. All felt like stretching to the territorial conspiracy theories. After all, no one besides us could have pulled off the operation I envisioned, so I decided to abandon further speculation and choose instead to enjoy the reactions of the adorable Agent Gina. This is why you don't understand the deduction. Agent Gina seemed to have regained her confidence, not to mention her mild sense of superiority over me. Excitedly, she raised her finger. Isn't there a saying that goes like, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however. Stop right there. This is Bento something mass. Rob something story. We don't have the publishing rights from their publisher. Herlock took another drag in his pipe, seemed to be lost in thought one more time. Regardless, this case came to see an abrupt close. The person did not manage to witness the end, and the person who did not manage to achieve his ideals. The person who indulges in fairy tales, who dreamt of following the hero he admired, yet never saw his dream fulfilled. Someone who had everything, someone who lost everything. Someone who woke up, someone who would never wake again. Unstinting in sacrifice, unflinching in farewell, undaunted by pain. Yet in the end, the sacrifices remained only sacrifices. Partings remained only partings. Clocks tick through tranquil years, fish swim in crystalline springs. No matter how grand a dream is, it will fade away like this, forlorn, wordless, silent. And that's, again, what I said. You can't force your dream. No matter how you try to put your dream on the Godhead, it won't work. Everything will return. Sacrifices will still be the sacrifices. The clock will still tick. The fish will still swim. And no matter what your grand dream and ideal is, the world will return to natural order. Hopefully that's what they highlight with the Dottore's quest. Gotta be great to see that. How he loses and how his whole point is to see if he can break the rule law of the world.
Proposed by the Lilia Crucis Ordo are built based on the simple and basic logical structure of a tree model. Lilia Crucis. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Narzissenkreuz Ordo? When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back." Alas, he is only a genius when it comes to machines. In all other things, he is but ordinary. Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. What kind of book is this? Great Detective Herlock, the Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint? Isn't this a novel? Come on. Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever. I guess it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Renee would say nonsense like that on occasion. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouches for it, I suppose there must be some alchemical basis to these techniques.
Does she not know that
the way
knowledge can be transferred through books like that?
The world was comprised of machines. The universe needed machines, and thus his technologies were created. That's why I was born.
She's a robot?
Renee,
I know
his full name was Renee de Petrichor, if I recall correctly. Sounds like he and the town must be intricately connected.
No, this is how
that place
foreign
was
people
also the source
say
of
their names.
most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. Seems like some of his projects were based on their technology. The cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpinned Renee's research. Assuming that the 4 orthants correspond to alchemical categories. The chemical marriage model? Elen would have scoffed at that. He never would have let those theories or parameters anywhere near his mathematical formulas.
Not until they proved logically compatible. And that his formulas would theoretically prove that they're true. Well,
what was Elen's view on
qualify
Renee? I know he mentioned the name, albeit very rarely. Oh, now I remember. Elen's old notes are here too. They mentioned Renee once. Renee seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet foods has dulled his mind, I should think. Either way, his words are not to be believed. Yep, that sounds like Elen.
Interesting.
My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these materials. Makes a change. Good for them. Some of Elen's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt. I never knew he got his hands on Renee's records that early. He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Didn't believe a word they said.
Didn't believe in the alchemical marriage.
Come to think of it,
I wonder why.
Renee's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. That shows he believed that the fate of the world to be predetermined.
Interesting.
As
He went for a perfectly logical route, but never went to the mystical or magical.
Long. I forget what he said. What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. It is worth persevering. Yes, that's how he used to think at least. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of the world's fate proved too enormous. The result was beyond his ability to calculate. He died having never seen the outcome. And there I was, left behind in the ashes of his dreams.
Well, you can complete your master's
Did you
grand
really
experiment.
never take a close look at Renee's research? Or did you read it but deem his philosophy incompatible with your model? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably made you feel sick to the stomach. Well, don't worry, because there's a whole new category of lunatic in town. Next to Dottore, every other madman looks sane.
It's true. He probably
You
looked at
once
it.
asked
He didn't
me
agree with his
what I
philosophy.
wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd sooner die than witness.
Didn't believe in the research because he didn't believe in the philosophy of it, but didn't really check
Even
if it
the
was still
tiniest
sound.
variable can make big waves in the present. Now then, allow me to put these incompatible fragments together in your stead.
She's gonna complete the research.
First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, search between these two extremes. Then, the construction criteria. Variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system.
The sender.
Input variables. Traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which variables they point to. The primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The power of light. Yes,
The abyss and the
light.
realm and the void realm.
Records. Hyperborea. This is horrendously complicated. After all that, I'm still missing a few variables. I need to think this through
The
again.
Hyperborean.
How do you think it looks, Polonia? Like the frenzied scrawlings of a madwoman?
That's exactly what it looks like, by the way. But if you want to choose the variables, you have a descender who can wield the power of light realm and the dark. So if you have Hyperborea, which is based like a god civilization, and use to say the power of the seven and the moons, Nibelung, the light, and then you have something like Inakomia and Conria, which are underground, dark, and used abyssal power, and rejected the gods. You can see where this theory and model might tie together in the grand scheme of the entire world.
Fine, keep it to yourself.
And Dottore came to this
It's not like you
conclusion on
can
his
talk
own.
anyway. I'll assume you gave it a passing grade.
Why can't he talk?
I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to save the world.
True.
What would Arlecchino and Columbina think if they saw this incomprehensible hen scratch? They'd probably have me institutionalized.
I think you're broken.
So would Rosaline. She's been dead for a while now.
She's been dead for like
When I close
3
my
years.
eyes and think back, I can still see her face. And that enormous dress she used to wear. Such a bizarre choice. What possessed her? Oh, and the clack-clack of those heels used to drive me insane. No one's
The wedding
asking
dress.
me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world. I'm not crazy.
Thank you for telling the audience
I don't
that.
have delusional ambitions, and that's a clinical fact. The world needs a solution, but I don't need the world's validation. It's the world begging me for answers, not the other way around.
Interesting. That's not how Dottore sees it. He sees himself as the savior. Tea time. It's like she can achieve the same idea and level that a Dottore is achieving, like the same knowledge. But she just doesn't care like he does to save the world. She's gonna get to the same conclusion. And the research, the ancient Narzissenkreuz Ordo research is the same research he has. That's what I like, is that multiple civilizations in this game are gonna come to the same conclusion, but how they go about what they do with it is different. They never got to see the facilitation of their full research and complete it. She's gonna complete it, but instead of using it to save the world, she's gonna use it. Well, I guess she's gonna use it to save the world by destroying a person who came to the same conclusion.
Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. They must be from
Those are
that person
fortune
who brought
cookies.
those documents. I see they're from Hotel de Boer. Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meropede's fun-filled mill collection system.
Mill,
Fortune
not meal.
cookies. Have a lucky start to your day.
Was it Riosely said
Sounds
that?
like a dumb gimmick to me. Be early to bed and early to rise. Get plenty of sun and drink plenty of water. Then things will surely go well for you. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically gonna save a world on the brink of existential peril.
You don't know that. So that's what she's doing. So now we know that we're slowly building the... He's building the circles, by the way. You can tell. It's gotta be the damn 7 circles.
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position.
And they were
They're
real.
ready to act as soon as the order is given.
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected.
Holy shit, it's
It looks
Hollow
like many
Zero.
of them must have lost their lives at the hand of the monsters released by the Doctor.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks and keep in contact.
As you wish.
Look at this place, bro. Yeah, she kinda tall as hell. Jesus. Now we can see the evacuation of civilians. Okay, I was gonna try to touch that thing there, but
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Ooh,
You look
child.
well.
the girlie's favorite character.
Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and Nod-Krai? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
Are you gonna come help us
Sounds
fight?
like an arduous journey.
The Abyss might
I
help
assume you
against the
brought
God
word
Power.
from Her Majesty.
Of course, all part of the job.
She's not helping us.
Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor and whether he poses a threat to Snezhnaya.
He's nuking this land.
While
already.
they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the refugees from Nod-Krai.
That's it?
They are nearby. My team will escort you to them shortly.
Great. Aside from that, Her
Comes Vision
Majesty
back.
has a message for you and Sandrone personally. Huh? Where is Sandrone?
You didn't notice that? Deadeye?
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible to have one person on standby at base while the other came out to meet you.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa's decree this time is pretty awesome sounding. I think she'll like this one.
Awesome, son.
Still, I wonder what... Wait, what's that? Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Take him out.
Hello?
You can run, but you can't hide.
Fly Riptide.
You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I am not fighting you today.
I knew it.
Yeah, some child gameplay years. Yeah. 18-second cooldown? Fuck it. I don't have Riptide on. That's not good. Damn, I'm fucking showing like 20-second cooldown though.
I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment, and the next?
Yeah, Dottore's manipulating
Another
reality.
fine piece of work by our dear colleague, I'm afraid.
How did that happen, by the way?
What in the world has been going on in Nod-Krai?
A
God.
lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Columbina, then built a 3rd moon marrow of his own to concentrate the Trilunar authority in his hands.
He's trying to rise to godhood.
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon marrows. What's his next DIY project? He's gonna build a god?
He already did
You
that.
could stand to be less surprised.
We already did
We
that.
are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods seem mundane by comparison.
Does it?
I tell
What the
everyone
hell do you
who
people
asks
do?
that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now, you're acting like a common adventurer.
I mean, she's not wrong. You literally sparred with motherfucking God. You literally fought an Archon and then proceeded to also fight a whale with a literal sovereign. Brother, you also got trained by an alien from the outside this world in abyssal techniques from one of the sinners of Conria, which destroyed an entire nation and transcended all life on the planet and left. Hello? This guy, yeah, she's right. Does this guy not know his own lore?
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those two really took me for a ride back then. Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did.
That's true.
That's gotta count in my favor,
Yeah, you also
right?
fought in Fourth Descendant.
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience. I might have to lower my opinion of you.
For real.
No. I'll stop talking. Please, go on.
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power in ways that continue to corrode the outside world. As
Like
for
the
the
inside
human
world.
mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments, and not a strategic move.
How does that happen? How people
That
turn into
radiant
monsters?
beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become an experimental subject.
How does that work?
Also,
What? How did you turn
those
people
of us
into...
who fought
What?
Dottore have been afflicted with a curse. As such, I cannot leave Nod-Krai.
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder Her Majesty's decree is so extreme.
And what is the decree?
While these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers. Should Dottore pose a threat, Arlecchino and Sandrone are permitted to eliminate him.
My thanks to Her Majesty.
Oh, she gave
I
us the
will
green
pass
light.
these good tidings on to Sandrone.
Great. Green light to
Her
kill the
Majesty has
sons of
also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nod-Krai due to the presence of unretrieved research material.
Oh.
A wise decision.
So she was gonna launch the
By the
full-scale
way,
army.
how's my old partner doing? I'm assuming they're with you?
Partner? You mean the Traveler? I'm afraid I have bad news. He was captured after our failed assault in Dottore's lab. His whereabouts are currently
So I was
unknown.
gonna be like, nah, now I gotta get the smoke.
Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone to pick with him?
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does. He must have some other goal in mind.
This won't do. I have to rescue him.
You can't. We have no idea where the Traveler is.
Doesn't matter to me.
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my thumbs?
Damn, a Harbinger gotta come to our rescue.
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is complete your mission.
Damn, bro, child of day
Fine.
one, bro, he about to help
I
us.
guess I'll leave this to you then.
One last thing. Tell the Rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Tevat. Beware. An uncontrollable pollution is spreading forth from Nod-Krai. The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiments. The Fatui and our allies will endeavor to contain the threat. However, if Nod-Krai falls, things are likely to escalate. Considering Dottore is one of our own, all Fatui stationed in Nod-Krai consider it our duty to stay and fight him to the bitter end. Whatever the cost.
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure Her Majesty won't stand by and do nothing.
I hope you're right.
I wonder how this is gonna end, bro, because she still needs to get that fucking pyronosis. I can't believe Dottore is... I can't believe this mission is the beginning of Zenless Zone Zero. Dottore created the hollows.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam exemption?
Brothers, you can fly.
I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside the city and walked in through the gates.
You should have flown straight
I'll
to
help
the...
you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
Can you even walk past it?
What are the Doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual attract and repel principles that govern Kuvaki don't seem to apply to them.
No, they don't.
Are very mysterious. But ultimately, they appear to be comprised of energies from the 3 realms. Thanks to research by Master and the Hexen Circle, we know that Tevat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm.
Yep.
Which is antagonistic with the power of the Void Realm.
So use the Abyss
Since you
to
have
shed
the
this.
power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy field contains no abyssal energy.
We got to introduce the
true.
Abyss to fight him.
It's not abyssal energy. It's something pure, wild, and untamed.
So introduce the Abyss to it.
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied from the Academia when you and Miss Columbina fought Raria? That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. The design, the craftsmanship, the material selection. I couldn't fault any of it. Not to mention the
Always a
operating
genius.
principles. Surely the most ingenious feature of all. Dory didn't go into detail on how it functions, but I have a working theory.
Where did it even come from?
The clue was that Miss Columbina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided, despite the fact that, as a moon goddess, she should only be able to use light realm energy in principle. Now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm energy to begin with. Hence, I suspect that the device works by restoring elemental energy to its original state.
How does that
This
work?
presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light refracted through a prism. Perhaps it is no mere analogy. Maybe there is indeed a prism in this model.
Isn't that what
I almost wonder if the idea for the device was
described
conceived based on
as
direct observations of
phlogiston
said
is?
prism. It would explain how such an ironclad design concept was achieved.
Also, the dice we throw, the Omni dice, is a prism, by the way. But anyways, but that's how they describe phlogiston. That if phlogiston was to be reflected, you could split phlogiston into the 7 elements because it is the base form combined of elemental energy.
It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a groundbreaking application of the Academia's latest elemental theories. I suspect only Lesser Lord
Okay,
Kusanali
I'm glad they
herself
showed.
could have devised such an ambitious technology.
Nah, it seems like Wanderer built it or understood
But
it.
back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of integration versus division. Or you could say that the former contains the latter. Could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of the light realm?
Should we give it a try?
Interesting.
We should.
That didn't really look like it worked, bro. That was pure Gia.
It works!
Did it?
Clear signs of disruption were detected at
Oh,
the
okay.
periphery of the energy field. This indicates that elemental energy can disturb or even negate the field. Now you try.
Interesting.
All right, here goes. It's working!
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again.
Now let's see what Abyss can do. Yeah, I want to see what the Abyss does.
No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater extent.
That's what it's supposed
I
to
now
do.
feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy, and that elemental energy can dilute it.
And Abyssal energy can
But the
destroy
energy
it.
field is huge. How much elemental energy will it take to neutralize it?
Full powered Archon.
We don't have to neutralize it completely. We can try other approaches.
I mean, theoretically, you have a pure elemental energy sovereign in Fontaine who probably could use the entirety of the power of Hydro to his full command, but that's a
That's
bit
all for
much.
theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
Of course we did.
Huh? When did you get here?
None of you fuckers are human.
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a person's whole career by interrupting them mid-speech.
For real.
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched. Could I ask you to lend me a hand?
With what?
Pure elemental energy.
A little test. Try using Anima to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blades, with the goal of breaking through at a singular point.
Oh, so like his vortex?
Nice! This time it tore through the field.
So concentrated energy.
Tremendous. This is a major breakthrough.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity. Durin, you stay here and watch the entrance.
Have the abyssal creature go
Hat
inside.
Guy and I will go in to investigate.
Sounds sensible to me. Keep your eyes peeled, Durin.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful in there. Just give me the signal if you need help, and I'll dive right in.
What do you mean, signal?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month.
Really?
When 2 bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit a blinding burst of light.
Flashbang.
If it comes to that, remember to shield your eyes with your hat.
He invented
Glad I
flashbang.
asked. Thanks for the heads up.
Oh boy. Should I keep going? I'm at an hour 20. I think we should keep going. This is kind of integral.
Like I thought. Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
Sounds like Dottore's style to...
Okay, I just want to see the map real quick.
Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field.
No, looks like there's dead people here.
They have no heartbeat and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead. But there are no visible wounds. Also, there's an animal squatting next to each body.
Wait, what?
It's watching us. That's not an animal's gaze.
They were transferred into animals? Or transmuted? Into...
What are you trying to tell us?
Oh! Is it because we talked about this with New Valette? I mean, I've discussed it, that humans aren't native to Teyvat and that they aren't light realm beings. They aren't, like, for the light realm. So being exposed to pure light realm energy or being in a light realm would transfer them back to native animal state. She said that too. Sandrone was like, not Sandrone, but fucking Arlecchino said he was a part of Sandra's subordinates and he turned into an animal. I wonder, is that what's
seem
happening?
eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Let's keep looking around.
Transmutation, essentially. Pure light realm energy would transform humans into this, animals. Or things that are compatible for the realm. Naturally ordered. Something humans are not.
Same situation everywhere. Not a living soul in sight. Just countless bodies with animals standing watch over them.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that they're all pets.
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration for other people's feelings?
Just being cautious. I don't doubt that you can handle the truth.
Is this what I think it is? Oh, this actually has...
Careful.
Oh, the music is fucking ear rape mode. Please. It's distorted.
Help us. Please.
Over there. I hear a voice.
Okay, well, I fucked that one.
Please. Help us.
How was that creature talking to me?
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly, everyone collapsed. Then my line of sight got lower. I still have some of my senses left. I gotta get out of here.
He's literally distorting
It
reality.
looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field.
Conversion of
Maybe
consciousness
each
and
energy
life.
field is its own giant experiment. Vile.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals.
Okay.
Even without the other circumstances. This would be an
I thought they were
extremely radical experiment.
transferring due to base to
Those
maybe
people may have
I'm a bit
lost
too
their
high
sense of
level
selves,
for what the game's trying to
but
do.
they are not fully animals either. If they were, they would have left. But instead, their instincts are driving them to remain by their dead bodies.
We should go. No sense in sticking around here longer than we need to.
Yeah, before you guys become
Agreed.
animals. I mean, you're not humans, so. I like having the fucking ear rape distorted version of the music.
The wind rises.
Oh, don't tell me this dickhead walked inside. I don't want to know what the hell was behind us.
Ah, you're back. Everything okay?
Not for the people inside, for us,
We
yeah.
saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise, we're fine.
We should share our findings with the others.
It sounded like the power flux there.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me, Albedo. We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control, it's possible to tear them open using elemental energy. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale. Any residents who have failed to evacuate in time will likely meet a grisly end.
Sounds like he's living down to our expectations.
Honestly.
Might I ask how things are proceeding on your end?
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once I have a result.
Understood. Stay safe.
Oh, she's gonna go into our mind. That's enough of the experiments and the, God world theory that we've been hearing.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
Love her. Why is she always such a bitch?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
Will be. Will she?
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode.
Oh, I thought her box blew up. Yes, it's not
A
completely broken.
vast wasteland. Is this the Traveler's inner world?
Doesn't look like a wasteland to
I
me.
was expecting something more vibrant, to be honest.
It looks like a lot of flowers.
Wait, someone's there.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look at it with you. I want to know all about everything you've seen and experienced. Is there somewhere I should return to? Or should I stay here and be the hero everyone says I am? I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, fighting battles, accomplishing missions, earning a living, looking after Paimon. It's not so bad.
Earning a living.
I guess the only thing that's missing is that you're not here with me.
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feelings. It is filled with both longing and kindness.
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there. Maybe it's the only way we can feel truly alive.
Time to delve a little deeper.
Damn, Bo. We got Nefer going deep inside us. Saving. What is with that? They're saving.
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reasonable population density.
Okay.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey.
Our journey?
Perhaps I should send you further afield. Conria, perhaps.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Oh, but I
Once
can bring it
again, you
back.
fail to understand the possibilities that the Tri-Lune creates. Anything that has existed in the past, I can now recreate.
Don't let our sister hear that.
You simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear getting answers that you are not ready to learn. But this is not for me to judge.
Oh,
If
nice.
we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment, you will be able to...
There's someone else in your mind.
Oh no.
What are you...
He's gonna shut her out.
What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into... Oh? Gone as quickly as it came.
Yeah, she breached the perimeter. Used God power to enter there. He saw right into you.
Did you save me?
Who saved her?
If I hadn't cut the connection,
okay.
Dottore
Nicole.
might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you. This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally brave. Excellent work.
Well, Nicole pulled her out.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
I noticed that she had the gold underneath her. She used fairy powers, angel powers to pull her out.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where he is.
What is this endless darkness? I can't see anything, even though my eyes are wide open. But why?
You're blind, nigga. We took your vision.
What happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little peek into your mind.
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it? Did she use something as a medium to connect to me?
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances?
Well, I hope she is.
Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have been nice to capture the spy. I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it? A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again, but only for you. No one else was affected. I dare say this is something only a god
So you can do
achieve.
isolated time distortion? Okay, that explains it. So when he stopped time, he didn't stop it for the whole world. He simply you can stop individual beings or accelerate or decelerate their time. That's a unique one.
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have god-tier powers.
He's got to.
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I find I learn best by doing.
Interesting. So he
and I
stopped
have to
time
admit,
on us to
time
go
is not the
into our
easiest
head.
dimension to control. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly some finesse is required to wield the authority over time as I wish. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious. Had I been off by a year, a decade, or even a century, that would have been quite a different story.
So he doesn't even have full grasp of
You
the
could have
power.
frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration. You aren't showing much sincerity.
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures who understand only that which they can perceive with their senses. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, or 10,000 years, the sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to comprehend your suffering, and thus they could not empathize.
He got that Russian mindset, bro. One's a tragedy. A million's a statistic.
Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Tevat, it is ordinary humans that account for most of the population. Their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really hope that they could begin to understand someone like you? Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they start to treat you like the alien you are?
True.
Before you are ostracized.
Why do we keep saying, well, yeah, we're human, but we're not. We're just not. Finally, this is the first time someone's called us
Even
that.
I feel bad for you sometimes.
Crazy.
This world
5
has
years
made
to the
you
game.
into a slave.
We're not from this
So
planet.
many times you have served its will, and not once have the powers that be ever thought to grant you the one simple thing you wish for?
True, no one's really helped us in that regard.
You have been treated most unfairly. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges.
These are admin rights.
And give you back the status you rightly deserve as a descender.
When did we lose our status as descender? That's the real question there. Status we rightly deserve. We never lost it. We still can wield most of the powers of the world.
I've entered the past 3 times at this point, but I still have so many questions. For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last, what determines the specific locations at which I can make entry?
That's true, because the room one, she wasn't even in
the
there.
common thread linking all 3 scenarios is that the Traveler has been present. But it's more than that. I know I sensed something familiar around him. What was it?
The moon marrow inside him. Was this space created when he held the moon marrow? Hey, bro, can I regain control so I can, like, cut the video?
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control.
He's not wrong. What did he see,
This
Dottore?
looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not
Literally,
gonna go
the
your
cannon.
way.
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silver Moon Hall and I sensed an abnormal Kuvaki fluctuation coming from Nasha Town.
They fight a fucking round
And
in
right
this
after
game.
that, came an ominous power emanating from Star Sand Shoal.
My body was once torn
Is she the one
into
that
countless
shielded
pieces
the,
and hurled into
people?
the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection. But how would I do it? What can I do, here and now?
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it in time. He's using the Kuvaki shield, like I taught him. Is he going to use it to block the cannon's beam?
When did she teach us that?
Strong. I'm sure he can manage, but the force released when the beam impacts the shield might lead to collateral damage. Easy Island. The Frost Moon Scions
there's the
will be
shield.
exposed to lethal levels of Kuvaki.
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
Yes, she did. I do like this. Just like
Maybe
setting
that
up
really was
crumbs
me
that
after
don't make
all.
sense until we go back.
Well, future me. But I don't know if I have enough power left.
Well, you already did it in the past.
There's no time.
I'm glad that Flint has his own language. The fucking fairy language. Or fairy language.
Oh, great land. Oh, slumbering moonlight of Nod-Krai. If you can hear me, if you can sense my call, then please, heed me once more!
Oh shit, we got space for this bitch! Okay, I can't fucking hit the fuck out this one. So she did shield it remotely from a different planet or a different plane of existence.
Did it work?
It's a bit weird for her to be like, did it work? Even though you know in the past it did work.
Hey, wake up.
Who said that?
Hey, did you hear me?
Columbina! I said wake up now!
Damn, we're back in Shneznaya.
Good morning, Sandrone.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal nap room next time?
Oh, she slept in her bed.
But I feel so safe here. And your coffee, right? It's so bitter, but it smells lovely.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass tea?
Probably.
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal existence than the Fatui.
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
You got one of these?
It smells delicious.
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. I had a little free time today, so I made a batch. Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really can't wait, I guess you can go ahead and...
Already eating one.
Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating. Did the Frost Moon Scions not teach you basic table manners? Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty moon goddess?
These are so tasty.
Of course they are. I made them.
And I'm the baddest of bitches.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
Okay.
What?
Can't do anything but rage either.
You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. Why did you leave your old home and join the Fatui? I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But there's gotta be more to it than that.
Well, life there didn't go quite how I imagined.
Never does it?
What were you expecting? You're a god. Your followers are gonna make some demands of you, right? Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink. How bad can it be?
Well, would you help other people just for free food and drink? The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic, Lord something Fisher.
The Lord Artificer.
Lord something Fisher.
Some people can't keep their mouths shut.
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have something to do with the, narcissist?
It's Narcissen.
Narzissenkreuz Ordo.
Yes, that was it.
I call it the Narzissenkreuz.
Narzissenkreuz Ordo. So, would you try to fulfill their wishes?
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if they paid me. I don't even know them.
Exactly.
Say, do you know Marianne?
I felt the same way. I did not know the people who made demands of me.
What do you know? We're on the same page for once. In his later years, Alan did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any wishes of my own. Well, I don't. And I'm not in any mood to fulfill someone else's either.
Now here she is, completing his research.
He was the... You know what? Never mind. You're not gonna remember. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, neither of us is the self-sacrificing type.
Oh, she's
Let
dying.
me ask you this.
Without a doubt.
What sort of place would you like to live in, if you could choose?
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give them. Where they don't worship me, or fear me, but just want to chat with me like a normal person. I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please. And ideally, it would be somewhere with the smell of coffee and snacks.
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Crazy, her last dying memory is of Sandrone asking her where she would like to live.
Pass out? Of course. I'm back here again.
Yep, back in hell.
I dreamed of events from my past. Sandrone. Traveler. I miss you all so much. Back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. But how did I do it? Time is flowing backwards here, and I can use that familiar power to enter the world of the past. That mystery ally everyone talked about. It was me all along. I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining up ahead. What lies at the end of all of this? Will time keep flowing into the past? And will I ever find my way back?
How the hell are you gonna get through here? Oh my goodness. So, what have we got? Dottore is still godhood, trying to convince the Traveler. He doesn't have full mastery of his powers. Nearly obliterated my kid Nefer. And he's conducting experiments inside hollows. For whatever reason. We know that his power he's using is pure light realm energy, which now we know can be diluted by the 7 elemental energies of the world. If you split light realm power and use that split power to it, it dilutes it, and abyssal energy completely fucking catastrophizes it. The Harbingers are now on a strike mission to fucking kill the Doctor. Sandrone and at least Arlecchino are allowed. Child doesn't get to join in the fun. We're sending out messages to alert the rest of the people. What else is there? That's it. I mean, that's it. And then now, she's slowly piecing together more and more, and we're learning that almost every damn event we've seen from the past was caused by her. The glass, everything. So, join me next time when we find out what the tit fuck is actually gonna happen next, bro, because I couldn't tell you.